After the White House and London gave the go-ahead for Ukraine to use long-range missiles against military facilities on Russian territory, Orban became concerned that a new round of escalation of the war in Ukraine would begin. The head of the Hungarian Ministry of Defense, Kristof Szalay-Bobrovinitsky, gave the order to install air defense systems as close as possible to the Ukrainian border. According to him, he took this step because of the worsening situation in Ukraine, and the war itself had already entered a dangerous phase. The minister stated that on the one hand, the West gave the go-ahead to strike Ukraine at Russian territory with its long-range missiles. On the other hand, Russia changed its own nuclear doctrine, and this cannot but frighten Budapest. It is known that Putin signed the new nuclear doctrine immediately after the West gave the go-ahead to fire missiles at the Kremlin's military facilities. In Hungary, they do not believe that Russia will strike them with nuclear weapons, but at the same time, Russian missiles are flying into Transcarpathia. Earlier, media reported that in Budapest, Zelenski announced the terms of signing an agreement with Hungary. The Ukrainian leader said that the draft document does not include a clause on the Hungarian side's support for Ukraine's membership in NATO, so the document has not been signed. The president emphasized that the agreement should include not only what one side wants, but also what is of the utmost importance for present and future security. According to Zelensky, Kyiv supports Budapest's membership in both the EU and NATO and is ready to do anything to ensure that there are no questions in relations between the two countries. It is wrong when there are questions from Hungary in every Ukrainian issue. A bilateral agreement is about respect. The head of state added, last month, the president spoke about the work of Kyiv and Budapest on a bilateral agreement and said that it included a clause on Ukraine's membership in NATO. The head of state said that the document being prepared is intended to clear up misunderstandings in bilateral relations and expressed hope for help from neighboring countries on Ukraine's path to victory.
A major storm battered the U.S. Northwest with strong winds and rain, causing widespread power outages, closing schools and downing trees that killed at least 2 people. The Weather Prediction Center issued excessive rainfall risks beginning Tuesday and lasting through Friday as the strongest atmospheric river, a large plume of moisture, that California and the Pacific Northwest has seen this season bears down on the region. The storm system is considered a bomb cyclone, which occurs when a cyclone intensifies rapidly. A winter storm watch was in place for the northern Sierra Nevada above 3,500 feet, where 15 inches of snow was possible over 2 days. Wind gusts could top 75 miles per hour in mountain areas, forecasters said. Heavy, wet snow was expected to continue along the Cascades and in parts of far northern California. Forecasters warned of blizzard and whiteout conditions and near impossible travel at pass level due to accumulation rates of 2 to 3 inches per hour and wind gusts of up to 65 miles per hour. The Weather Service warned people on the West Coast about the danger of trees during high winds, posting on the social platform X, "Stay safe by avoiding exterior rooms and windows and by using caution when driving." A powerful storm is bearing down on the West Coast and bringing with it a scary-sounding weather term. That term is bomb cyclone. Bomb cyclone is a term used by weather enthusiasts to describe a process that meteorologists usually call bombogenesis. It's the rapid intensification of a cyclone in a short period of time, and it can happen during powerful storms such as the one Northern California and the Pacific Northwest are preparing for this week. The National Weather Service Weather Prediction Center has issued excessive rainfall risks starting Tuesday and running through Friday because of the powerful storm expected in Northern California and the Pacific Northwest. The storm is arriving as the region experiences an atmospheric river, which is a long plume of moisture, over the Pacific Ocean. The Weather Prediction Center said the storm intensified swiftly enough that it's considered a bomb cyclone. Bomb cyclones can happen in many places, and aren't unique to the West Coast. They can occur in several parts of the world's oceans, including the Northwest Pacific and North Atlantic.